Hi, Saturday the 4th of July 2020. As we now commemorate 100 days in the world's longest lockdown, we are reaping the unfortunate situation. The Democratic Alliance brings you the latest in the world of work. Today, we expose the looming financial constraints in the Department of Employment and Labour. We expose the problems in that department within the UIF, and shockingly, the cut in the budget to the CCMA, the Commission for Conciliation, Mediation and Arbitration. I am Michael Bagram, the Labour spokesperson for the Democratic Alliance in the South African Parliament. Our Treasury has warned us that we will be facing 3 to 7 million job cuts. Our Minister, Dlamini Zuma, the architect of the lockdown, has predicted 50% unemployment in South Africa. With this jobs bloodbath and the peak of the unemployment, mind you, the worst in the world, the enormous strain on the Unemployment Insurance Fund, the UIF, will be felt and will be unsustainable. Already we are seeing the UIF is shaking to its core. Already we're seeing the results of the possibility of the lockdown of straining that UIF. The Minister of Labour said, and I quote, "The UIF will become financially unsound." As everyone knows, the UIF, I believe, is already a problem. The UIF cannot cope with its administration and has effectively destroyed the workers of South Africa. They will have to sell assets and they will have to lean on the Treasury. The only solution at this point is to break that financial lockdown entirely. Call it off. Yes, we know that there is a pandemic, and yes, we know that the people have to take this into account. But the destruction of our economy will be enormous. People have to get back to work. Otherwise, the lockdown will not only bankrupt the UIF and the Department of Employment and Labour, but South Africa. Furthermore, millions of people needing to have the ability to lodge claims with the CCMA, the Commission for Conciliation, Mediation and Arbitration, who are being retrenched through this pandemic, need to have a place where they can challenge. It's no good having our labour laws, fancy labour laws, if you can't ever challenge it. It is no good having the rights if you can't implement your rights. The CCMA is the body where you implement your rights. The CCMA already is at 100% of its ability to perform. It is the crown jewel in that Department of Labour. Everything else within that Department of Labour appears to be broken. But the CCMA is working. And we as the people need to protect the CCMA, and we need to know that they are financially sound. Already the Commissioner says that they're under enormous strain. The CCMA has had its jurisdiction increased enormously. All financial disputes at work between workers and employers go to the CCMA now, not the Department of Employment and Labour, but directly to the CCMA. All the claims under the minimum wage legislation go to the CCMA. Those two pieces of legislation has created havoc at the CCMA. Thousands and thousands of people daily approach the CCMA to entrench and protect their rights. These rights are not going to be protected if the CCMA fails. The CCMA has called for more budget, has called for more money. They need more commissioners. They need more equipment. They need more wherewithal in order to protect the workers of South Africa. We at the Democratic Alliance understand that this protection is desperately needed. We also understand that without the finance, the CCMA is going to fail. It doesn't help to take a fine institution and destroy it by giving it no budget. So what has the Minister of Employment and Labour done? In his wisdom, he's decided to cut the budget of the CCMA by a further 55 million, when in fact they already need more money. It doesn't make sense to anyone. One wonders what he is up to. One wonders why a minister would try and destroy the one department under his control that is actually working. We are preparing for that increased caseload. The Commissioner of the CCMA, Cameron Moriani, has said that they need more money and that they are trying to prepare for the increased caseload. But I think to no avail. Our minister seems to want to destroy it for some reason or other, and no one can explain. It is still the crown jewel of the department, but we're going to take that shine off very quickly. The money is thin, and we're looking to destroy it for some reason or other. I want to quote from a speech written but not delivered by President J.F. Kennedy. And I quote, "Our duty as a party is not to our party alone, but to the nation, and indeed to all mankind." It's a prophetic speech. It's a speech that was never told. But where we stand now in the Democratic Alliance, it is our duty to protect the workers of South Africa, no matter where they're from, no matter who they support. The Democratic Alliance is behind the workforce of South Africa, and we need to protect them. So thank you for listening to me today. Michael Bagram from the Democratic Alliance, the 4th of July 2020. Thank you.